Hey YouTube, it's Sarunde, bringing you my first Pokkén video so far and my first video in a long time. Pokkén Tournament has been out for about 2 weeks now, and I've had the chance to play this game way too much. During my time playing in some ranked matches and scouring forums or discussion groups, I found several useful things that aren't explained or even mentioned in-game that could help new players discover combos or get used to their characters. So, getting right into it, here's 5 mechanics you may not know in Pokkén. You may have noticed, either in the combo trials or just from experimenting with your character, that your common attack strings usually end in one of the character's special attacks. If you go through your character's specials, by using the A button, you can find which specials are being automatically used. For instance, Mewtwo's standard neutral combo ends in Psycho Cut, which is his neutral A special. You can do the same thing by just pressing A twice. Now in the middle of the combo, it's possible to pick any other special attack and use it instead. So instead of Psycho Cut, I can go straight into his Fire, Ice, and Thunder Punch sequence, or even Barrier. This opens up the floor to tons of interesting custom combos, mix-ups, and other offensive pressure options. Some examples. Machamp can cancel his light combo into his command grab. Sceptile can cancel his light or heavy combo into detect. Pikachu Libre can use her down A special, her suplex, after her neutral light combo. Some characters, such as Mewtwo, Sceptile, and Weavile, get opportunities to dash in the middle of their combos or special moves. This is a fantastic option for pressure, getting out of tricky situations, and movement in general. Unfortunately, this particular mechanic only applies to a few characters, which isn't useful if you don't main one of them. However, it's useful knowledge when fighting them, and blends in a little bit with this next mechanic. This mechanic, on the other hand, applies to the whole cast, even though it's also very helpful for the mid-combo dashers. As you may know from the tutorials, all characters can counter-cancel into a dash in any direction available for the current phase. It's a good movement option, but it also has interesting limits. After a counter-cancel, or almost any dash including the double-tap dash, you can't do any light or heavy attacks until after a certain waiting period. This makes it difficult to start any combos after having the opportunity to move in. However, some actions, like specials, counters, or grabs, can be performed immediately after a dash. Shofu already published a video on high and low stances and their effects, so it may be common knowledge by now. But in case you don't know, each character gets some interesting benefits from these poses, like charging support meters and regaining recoverable health, just by holding up or down on your control pad. Now this is a bit of a more complicated one. Walls are really important. It's still early in this game's lifespan, and because the only difference between stages is their shape and size, there's a lot of talk that the stage doesn't matter. Well, as it turns out, it does. Many characters' situational combos only work when an opponent is up against the wall, a particular distance from it, or with as much space as possible. A great example is this extremely high damage combo from Machamp, which so happens to work every time starting from the center of any 18-meter stage. Trying to get this off on other stage sizes is possible, as you only need 9 meters between you and the wall, but you have to start at distances that are difficult to judge. Not only that, but as the stage shape changes, the orientation of the characters in duel phase can be different depending on how field phase ended, making it almost impossible to properly judge distance. Pikachu Libre suffers from this too, as pushing an opponent to the wall too soon means she can't get her power-enhancing grapples. This goes deeper though, as the character's starting position depends on the stage, meaning that ranged and zoning characters begin with an advantage on longer stages, and the more combo-heavy bruisers have an easier time getting to their preferred duel phase on shorter stages. As a final note, be sure to use all the tools given to you in free training mode. You can select the default actions of the CPU as well as their reactions, which they'll use after getting hit. This helps immensely in seeing which of your actions are safe on block and how to counter particular wake-up options, including supports and burst attacks. I hope you found some benefit from these explanations. If you enjoyed this video, go ahead and give it a like, and if you want to see more videos from me, feel free to subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.